This is a true story of Christmas at our house when I was about 11 or 12. My, how the years have flown. 50 now have turned, but I still remember Christmas and the lesson that I learned. In those days, Santa shopped at the Sears and Roebuck store. You could check the catalog for just one thing and nothing more. One big gift from Santa, something that otherwise you'd never get, and I found just what I wanted. It was a bow and arrow set. If Santa could only bring that, I'd be a happy boy. I'd studied hard the catalog. I knew that this was just the toy. And sure enough, on Christmas morn, beneath the shining tree, there was that bow and arrow set from Santa straight to me. Well, I was excited, but you can't shoot arrows in the house, so I just held that bow and dreamed about the coming time when I'd go out. My older brother Bill was a teenager, and he asked to see the bow. He said, "This looks like a really good one now. Let me show you how it goes." And he pulled back on that bowstring, and everything just snapped. My Christmas bow, my prize, lay broken in his lap. I clearly remember the thoughts that came that day. Stunned, angry, sad, they all made their play. And I couldn't hold back the tears. I cried and I ran off to my room. I was so disappointed the day had turned to gloom. It wasn't long before my mother came to talk. She said, "Now don't worry, Santa will get with Sears, and they'll send another box." In just a few days, she said, I'd have the bow I wanted. But a few days was eternity, and my Christmas now was haunted. It had gone from great to tragic in the pull of that one string, a lesson about the hands of fate and the changes that can bring. But I got the real lesson, the one that ever stayed. Mom said that Bill felt so bad that he'd gone away. She said that Bill stopped his Christmas celebration in saddened sorrow, too, that my tears were hurting younger George and the family through and through. Now, even as a small child, I knew it wasn't Bill's fault. It could just as easily have been me that pulled that bowstring taut. And my mother's words turned my thoughts from woe is me to we. And I realized that what I did and how I acted reached far beyond just me. So I dried my tears. And I went outside and I found my brother Bill, and I told him that it was okay and that I loved him still. And I went back in and I talked to George and marveled at his gifts, because that's the job of older brothers if they have about that many wits. And the ending was very happy. That bow was not replaced. Instead, a much more expensive one came from Sears in just 3 days. Well, I had that bow of fiberglass for 30 years or more, but it slipped away somehow, a lost piece of childhood lore. Yet the lesson still stays with me and reminds from Christmas past that if you want true happiness, think of others. Now, there's a message that will last.